What's going on YouTube? Mr. Almighty is here and we are back again with some more UFL Week 8 game highlights. This is the Birmingham Stallions at the St. Louis Battlehawks. Now both of them are 5-2. With either one wins right here, they lock themselves into a playoff win. So, hey man, player hopes are on the line. So whoever wins this game is in the playoffs. I think they might got one more game after this. Maybe. We're gonna see. So make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends and family, turn your notifications on so you know when I post new content. Let's jump off into it.
It's first down from the 35. Pump fake and a beauty. Smith lets it fly on the sideline route. He's got.
And I told you that's all he runs is a 9 route. That's it.
Unbelievable, right? I mean, it is so good. We'll talk about that in a second. Check out the courage. You got a linebacker bearing down right in your chest. He stands in there, takes the hit, and this ball is thrown perfectly down
really
the sideline to Dion Kane.
Kane
didn't have to break stride. In fact, he got to accelerate through the ball. That's the hit in the chest of Jamar, and then boom, it's a touchdown for Birmingham. Beautiful release on the outside by Dion Kane, and again, he just has to accelerate through the ball. The yards.
He's working his way towards becoming one.
If he would have got a much cleaner release, he probably would have. It'd have been looking like he'd have underthrown
in passing.
He didn't get a clean release though.
Here's Gary Jennings bringing this one back up to the 35-yard line.
Told you about these damn kickoffs.
Ball is loose, but apparently it's going to be.
Go to the bench.
Tim almost signals that you're
go to the bench. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
They kick the field goal.
Yeah,
Fumble my ball. Go to the bench.
Harrison Mavis, who by the way has only missed
one
field goal. That was a 63-yarder that turned into a kick six. No question about that. Look out! The go zone. Max Duggan says, period, exclamation
He's quick
point.
to call his own number, boy.
Well, St. Louis has found something here formationally. 2 snaps in a row. Duggan's been able to run it in. Watch this. Here you've got all 4 of these players, 2 safeties and 2 linebackers, way separated, which means look.
Play calling head coaches are always that
way. Too
way.
big of a run lane.
They really are.
Pass up on.
And Skip's always been the guy that called his own plays. He functions that way.
Ooh.
And a nice return.
Told you about putting returns in my kick. Oh, Jesus.
Ball came free. Come on, Smith gets on top of it. Marcus Ball is in at tight end, number 85.
Oh, got the Burt.
Pressure.
Nope, sack.
And down he goes at the 25.
That's
Willie
sack,
Harvey, the weak side linebacker, another one of those Cyclones.
Houston were to go down in that game against Michigan, so keep our eye on it.
Little swing pass out to Ja'Cour Pearson.
Good way to shut him.
He's an emotional guy. He will react to that emotion as former players might. And here comes a sack off the edge, a lot of pressure. And there was no denying. I love that part of the game.
And Anthony Beck is generally, I would say, the best in the UFL at the Super Challenge.
Good sack. Good sack.
Possible score. That's
like it.
And
give me that.
Right now,
I'm
feeling that rush of
Take
the
that off,
Battlehawks as
buddy.
it gets to him on that side.
First and goal from the 12. On the read. Duggan for the pylon.
Oh, right at the pylon.
The quarterback run. As we take a look at the pylon to see if Duggan was able to touch that pylon with the football, he sure did.
3rd and 10 up against the play clock. Just got it off in time. Pressure again. He's in all kinds of trouble. Really fortunate to get it back as far as he did. Harrison Mavis, as we mentioned, been money.
I ain't out of it, buddy.
Only missing the one. The kid from Mizzou, who
is an innovation that I can't
tell you about
of.
this. Well, I'll tell you about this, huh? Y'all gonna keep doing this.
Jennings with this return. He gets it out to.
You got man-to-man here, you got man-to-man here, you've got one safety in the back end, and there's the pressure.
Too much of it.
The quarterback running crap ain't gonna work too much, but he's gonna have to throw that ball.
But he too is still, as they say, getting accustomed to having them as teammates. Over the middle and right on cue. Blake Jackson, that other wide receiver. And the former D3 quarterback Second longest play of the day. This one gets away from Duggan, and he has to cover it up. This is a guy that broke all kinds of records.
Second half, baby. Second half.
Utah.
Take it off.
Career record of 30.
Hey.
This pass is intercepted.
Oh.
Just a mix-up, and A.J. Thomas has the Bilfer. Well, down by one beats 25-6, which is what they were this time a week ago. Little look-in pattern.
Good hand.
And there is Deion Kane again. Touchdown, Birmingham.
Hey, I definitely see him. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely probably, after this, he can definitely get a camping bite. For sure. I definitely see him. He can most likely probably play on somebody's squad.
Guess where you're looking?
As a vertical threat.
Now, this one just happens to be a slant.
Sure.
But, Tim, what do we hear from Skip all the time? Take the easy ones. Take the slant. Right here, he just takes the slant. And it looked like Kane was almost surprised that ball was there. The hands go.
Nice hand, though.
Wow.
Good run. Good run.
Inside
good
the
ball.
30 to the second level in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he just kind of trucked
he's
you a
all the
little
way
bit.
down to the
Back
20
up,
of the
out. Blue.
Stallions. Penn State.
That was you.
Howard struggling to get back to the line.
Bumbo!
Uh-oh,
Rip, I want your
ball on the
cookies.
ground.
Yes,
Let's
sir,
see.
young fella.
It looks like it may belong to
Rip.
Birmingham.
Rip.
And another first down. They are in
Yeah.
rhythm right now.
Here, watch out for this bubble
Everything
screen
up
out here.
Come on, bro.
And
Y'all
he's
starting to
wrapped
try to call these long
And it's
developing
Domopeno
plays,
again.
but
Peter
you try to get the
Domopeno,
ball
who's
up
been
and running.
so active.
You could try to
Making your
get a
quarterback take
two-possession
too
lead.
many unnecessary hits.
Levis instead will kick it through from 36 yards. I'm with you. By the way, Jamar's always been thick. If this keeps up for Jamar Smith, Joel, they might have to get a historical marker at that Dunkin' Donuts in Vestavia Hills, Alabama.
I don't know what he just said, but it don't
Here's
sound
Blake
right.
Jackson
Don't
right
sound
up
real
the gut.
constitutional.
He's a dynamo, isn't he? That bounce out. Beautifully done by Sailors. Let's
That
go
ball.
with Jenny.
That ball, but it got to bounce.
Howard in the backfield on
Good
2nd
guy.
and 7.
Oh,
Duggan. Boy, he's counting his money back there, and look out.
good way to get down.
One
'Cause
field
you was
goal.
about to get
That from 58 yards.
sacked.
This one is right through the uprights.
Oh.
And it's how you say it.
Yeah, it's a great point.
That's how you say it. From the 1, Kane.
Now him,
And a flag
he
down
might return it.
as Kane
Bro got
goes
some
down
speed
at
on
the
him.
35. Uh-oh, it's going the other way. Snared out of the air.
Needed it.
And returned
Needed
by
it.
Callahan
Needed it.
O'Reilly.
Needed it. That was a well-needed pick six.
Up top.
Well,
That
here's
was
the
nice.
drone behind the quarterback. You
And
see
right
his
up
eyes
under.
went right the entire time, and then the drone needs to make a quick U-turn because we're going the other way for 6.
Trips to the right side of the top of your screen. Going for it all. It is caught. It is Johnson. It is touchdown. 88. Kane Johnson. Birmingham. Get an extra point.
That ties you. Now they
Yeah, I gotta
have
see
to
that
convert
again.
Yeah, they
in
have
order
to
to
Kane
win.
and
Now let's
Downs,
go
I
back
thought
to
he
the
stepped
touchdown. We
out.
talk about
And
these
the catch was
man-to-man
nice. He
situations,
patted
and
it in,
Skip
kicked
talks
it
about
to
them all the
himself.
time. You get a one-on-one, take it. And on 3rd and 4, Jamar does it. And that's a beautiful throw. His best throw probably of the day. I tell you what, that was incredible courage on 3rd and 4 to take that matchup and then terrific execution by Cade Johnson. And there's another one of those guys from an FCS school because he was so worried about, the Yahtzee on 2nd down.
Right.
And then he had to take a timeout, and he continued to talk about Yahtzee.
Gary Jennings with the return beyond the 35. Yeah, he's been very effective. Very quietly, too. Duggan.
Let's
That one is
go.
cradled, and it's Hakeem Butler. 28-yard completion to the 28-yard line of Birmingham. And Sailors pops free.
Oh,
Inside
hey, yeah, this
the
is
10,
game.
near the
This is
5.
game for sure.
That's 23 yards.
They score right here. I'll let them score just to get the ball back.
Touchdown. He walks in.
Time on the
Jacob
clock.
Sailors.
Move the clock real quick.
His 5th touchdown. of the year.
Watch his patience, even in the short yardage. He's going to the right, and then he sees the hole back to the left. Watch right here, a little jump cut, boom. And he just walks his way in as the defense over-pursued.
Not much this time for a rookie person. He backs up by a couple of yards. That's a loss of at least a yard. Here's your ball game.
I got it. I gotta have it right here.
Smith's pass caught at the 40.
First down.
Jordan Thomas.
That way.
And there it comes to Merrill.
Fumble
On the
game.
ground. Fumble. Battlehawks believe they've got it.
Game.
Maribel almost had the 5 yards, and then the ball popped free. I mean, he was right where they needed to be at the 38-yard line. It is St. Louis football.
And I will tell you,
make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and until next time, you guys stay fresh.
It's the defense of the St. Louis